So welcome everybody to this informative session. My name is Ana Ibanez. I'm working at the Regional Activity Center for Sustainable Consumption and Production. We are an organization that is part of the United Nations Environment Program. We work especially in the Mediterranean area, and we are one of the partners and the partner that is coordinating the Stand Up project. So today, what we're going to do is to explain you and present you all the services that the Stand Up project and its partners will provide to entrepreneurs and people that is launching new business in the textile and fashion sector, and businesses that are tackling environmental and sustainable aspects. So I think we are today a very diverse audience coming from different Mediterranean countries. From I guess there's people from Egypt, from Italy, from Tunisia, Lebanon, or Spain. So, well, as we are an international project, we will be doing the event in English. But of course, I just want to let you know in advance that all the activities and support that we will be providing you will be, let's say, adapted or will be done in your local languages: French, Spanish, Italian, or Arabic. And just wanted to let you know that you can leave questions in the chat. At the end of the session, we will have 10-15 minutes for question and answers. So we will try to answer them later on. So the Stand Up project, it's a project funded by the European Union under an instrument that is called, in the European Neighborhood Framework, and under an initiative on cross-border cooperation. So this initiative, what it aims is to support projects that works for a more competitive, innovative, and sustainable Mediterranean region. And in this framework, we are working on with this project to build an ecosystem of business support, innovation, and technology to enhance the development and scalability, replicability of circular economy businesses. So the objective is to support the development of new circular business models in the textile and fashion sector, while at the same time creating jobs for youth and women especially. So the Stand Up project is implemented in 5 different Mediterranean countries. So as I was saying at the beginning, we are working in Egypt, in Italy, Lebanon, Tunisia, and Spain. And we are 7 partners working on this. We are partners that are specialized in sustainable business development, and there are other partners that are more that their expertise is on the textile and industry in the fashion sector in general. And for instance, in Egypt, we are working with the Second Foundation. In Italy, with la Fondazione del Museo del Tessuto di Prato. In Lebanon, with Veritech. And Tunisia, where there's the Tunisian International Center for Environmental Technologies and the Textile Technical Center. And in Spain, there's the partner is the Textile Industry Association. So as you see, we are a mix of organizations that are working at national level and in some of these countries in certain specific regions. And they will all provide you support at local level. Of course, one of the main characteristics of this project, and I think that this is it will be the added value, or one of the added values, is that we have this Mediterranean / international approach. What I think, and I think this is really differentiating us from other initiative or other business development initiative in general. So, well, as we all know, textiles in general is well, a basic item that is in our daily life. We sleep with bed linen, we wear clothes every day, or we use textile for the automotive industry, etc., etc. So the textile sector in general is one of the most important sectors at economic level in the Mediterranean region, and in some of the countries in the gross domestic product it has a big share. And of course, as probably most of you know, there's a long tradition in this industry in the Mediterranean region. So it is a sector that has an important role in the economies and that it's worth to support and to work on. So while we are seeing that the sector is very important, we all know that it's a sector that has or that causes many environmental impacts. So for instance, just to give you a couple of data, the sector is the second largest industrial polluter after aviation. So that's quite important data. And it accounts for up to 10% of global pollution. So in general, it is a sector that has well, it's a source of ecological stress in all the Mediterranean region, where we have it generates environmental hotspot like water scarcity, material waste, and so on. So all this is caused mainly by the current economic model that is all around the world, which is the linear model, which is based on taking resources, manufacturing, transforming them and making products, and then once they are used, they are just disposed or waste. And so this way there are a lot of resources that are wasted. So what we propose or what we aim to is to support the transformation and transition of this sector by supporting entrepreneurs, individuals, startups, companies that want to develop new circular and sustainable businesses, and that tackles or that have at the core the sustainability principles or circular principles. So today, our objective is mainly to present you and to explain you what kind of services you can benefit from to develop your business. So in a few minutes, we're gonna give you more details about this. And before we will hear now Valeria Cibrario, sorry, and she's an expert, senior expert working at the technical secretariat of this European funded program. And that's it, Valeria, sorry, it's the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Anna. I'm just trying to fix this for a second. Sorry. It's a pleasure to be here today. And as I'm here to represent the NECBC Med program, and here it is, the presentation. Here we are. Okay, perfect. Can you see my screen, Anna? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So it's going to be just a brief presentation of the NECBC Med program, which is co-financing the stand-up project that we're very happy to be involved in today. And just to go briefly through the programming area, which covers the whole of the Mediterranean basin, both on the EU side as well as the Mediterranean partner countries. And as many of you already know, we during the next programming period, we will also be addressing issues in Algeria and Turkey as well. So the area is expanding, and we both have directly eligible areas as well as adjoining regions that are part of the program. And the NECBC Med program is it's funded by the ENI instrument, and it's a fund of 209 million euros of EU contribution. It currently involves 14 countries. It will become 15 in the next Med programming period. And the basic principles are based on partnership, co-ownership, and common benefits. The managing authority is based in the autonomous region of Sardinia, where also the JTS, which I work for, is based. Currently, 3 calls for proposals have been launched, and one of which funded the stand-up project. And all of the projects are subdivided into 4 thematic objectives, and stand-up is part of the business and SME development, which is the priority of which I am a senior officer, together with my colleague Marco Sideri, who I think is also attending the event today as an audience member. And then we have 3 other thematic objectives that cover research and innovation, social inclusion, and fight against poverty, as well as the environment. And in the business and SME development, we have 3 sub-priority. One is working with startups, especially created by young people and women. One is about the creation of EU value chains. And the third one is about sustainable tourism. But overall, all projects, or the whole program, focuses on people-to-people cooperation, as well as institutional capacity building. And as I was stating before, we've already launched 3 calls for proposal. 2 of them already have ongoing projects, so the standard call for proposal, and the one that you're most interested in, which is the strategic call for proposal, which has funded the stand-up project, which awarded 23 projects. Only 23 projects, and over 78 million euros. And we're currently assessing the capitalization call for proposal for an overall envelope of 11 to 15 probably million euros. Overall, the projects are subdivided into these 4 thematic objectives, and in thematic objective 1, we have 19 projects, 13 under the standard call of proposal, and 6 under the strategic one. And all of the sub-priorities are represented in thematic objective number 1. These are the type of organizations that take part in the program. So as you can see, for example, with regards to stand-up project, there's not that many companies or private economic operators that are part of the program. So it's very important that we support projects that involve the private sector and that aim for a sustainable type of industry and cooperation for the future. And we also, this project collaborates with other projects, amongst which TextMet Alliances. We had this very nice event in the month of November, and we would like to stress how the importance of the NECBC Med program, the importance of helping the final beneficiaries in facing the constraints of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, for example, TextMed Alliances supported the final beneficiaries in developing specific technologies to keep the correct distancing. And then we had other projects that focused on temporary shelters for women, for example, during lockdowns. And also all of the projects over the past year have had to adapt to the tremendous changes that are going on over the world in trying to adapt the technologies and the methodologies to what is going on. And so we know stand-up project starts off in the middle of this pandemic, and let's hope that it will see the end of it as well. Any further information can be found on the program website. We're present in all of the social media as well. And overall, we are very happy to be present today, and we encourage the development of Project Stand Up. We really hope that you manage to move forward in the support of international companies in the field of textile and clothing. And I bring you the best regards of the managing authority, who couldn't be present here today, but they're always available and present to give support to the projects. And I give you my best wishes for the continuation of today's event. So Anna, the floor is back to you.
Thank you, Valeria, and thank you for let's say, explaining the framework under which we are working. And I think that it might give more clarity about who is behind the project and the support we provide. So now we will be moving to the next part, which we will be having David Ayo. David is head of sustainability at the Textile Industry Association that is based in Sabadell, near Barcelona in Spain. And he's an expert on the textile industry, and especially on everything related to circularity and sustainability in general. And today he will be explaining, or trying to very briefly explain what's the circular economy about and how it is implemented or translated into the textile sector. So David, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much. Are you listening me? Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to share the screen. Okay. I think that I am sharing. It is okay? Anna?
And not yet. One sec. No. Perfect.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Well, first of all, it is a pleasure to be here, and thank you very much for the invitation and for listening me at least some minutes here. Anna, just say to me yes or not by the camera. How many time I have, Anna? It's like 20 minutes.
I'm 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Yes.
Perfect. So I will be fast, and for sure that I will be inside of this time.
Thanks.
Well, I'm going to introduce the circular economy trends and some opportunities around the circular economy that are able to catch, and how different companies are getting different strategies to try to get some opportunities from the circular economy. Well, first of all, in the approach, just to say the things that everybody knows and why the circular economy is so important. The Earth is a stone that is doing some rounds around the sun, and we live in a finite planet with not too many resources. The resources are not infinite neither too. And we have many environmental challenges already in our hands: the climate change, the water pollution, the lost biodiversity, even lost the ecosystem services, and other many environmental challenges that somehow we should catch and solve, because it's in the hands of our generation. So circular economy is one tool to try to somehow to try to go through these challenges. Well, I was letting you hear some definition, but the only thing that I would like to say is like it's a change of paradigm, or a paradigm shift. Somehow the circular economy is a completely change about the normal world that we were thinking about. Anna was explaining quite good in the presentation. We are going to change from a linear world, like you take some resources, you use and you throw like without take care. And now we are in the moment that is necessary to start to think and to redesign all the processes and all the inputs in different business and in different industries to try to be more efficient, to not get a negative impact on the environment, and to get this new paradigm to have a better environmental assessment and even social point of view, because the circular economy, you can find in some authors that in the center are the people and the persons. So somehow I would like to say too that the circular economy, it is on the focus. It is not only on waste. The scope is huge. The scope is all the inputs that are going to take a part in some process. Energy is inside, water is inside, and all the raw materials. This is the thing that I was saying before. Change the economy from linear one to circular one and getting new efficiency. And going through the textile sector, because this project is about the textile sector, well, first of all, I let you there some supply chain or some value chain in the textile sector. There are thousands. As everybody knows, the textile sector are really complex, and independent of the kind of product, you will have different supply chain. But I let you there this one like one example, and I would like to say two things around this project. Well, it's in the textile sector, it's in the Mediterranean area, and just to say two starting points. From the industrial point of view, we have the same client requirements. Nowadays, there are starting to have a lot of client requirements related with sustainability, like, for example, well, textile exchange certifications and other kind of different certificates. And in other point of view, there is like there is some legislation that this is a different. We are in two different velocities or speeds. In the north of the Mediterranean Sea, well, in the European Union, there are ambitious legislation already related with circular economy, and we have circular economy plans. And later, other countries, because I know that other countries are not stopped in the south of the Mediterranean region, they are developing too about waste legislation, wastewater legislation, and so on. So everything is going ahead, even in different speeds. And later, other things that we have the same for everybody are the environmental challenges that I was speaking before. Here I would like to put to facilitate to you what are the main focus of the circular economy in the different places of the supply chain. Okay, as I was telling before, the supply chains are really complex, but just to give some tips and to try to give you some focus in all this complex supply chains, how the companies and the different business should take circular economy strategies. The first thing, and really important, is focus on materiality. Okay, it is depending on the operational control and product typology that the focus should go. Okay, it is not the same to create a strategy from a brand to try to keep the circular economy rules than to some industrial, for example. And even inside of the different kind of business, the different typology and so on is completely different. So the focus should be different. This is really, really important. Always should be focused on operational control, and in your inside of the things that you can do, try to go straight of the important things, not of the stupid things. For example, some brand it is not sustainable because they are using sustainable packaging. Some textile brands should be sustainable if they have the best supply chain with the best available techniques, with the best raw materials. In this case, they are doing some sustainable product. If not, they have only the packaging. this is this is an example to try to explain to you what is materiality. Should be the important things. Later, it's necessary to know that in the textile sector, there are the main environmental impacts are in the industrial process, in the supply chain. Okay, and later there are another challenges that are the raw materials, and in the raw materials, it is already really difficult to create some benchmark with them, because the nature is completely different, and to compare some what is better, some recycled polyester or some organic cotton. Okay, organic cotton is better, use more water than recycled polyester, but don't have microplastic pollution. So it is not able to compare each other. There is this benchmark based on life cycle assessment, but here there are one big problem, that is the data origin of this life cycle assessment. There are some, I give to you here some examples like Medbuy or Higindex benchmarks that you can look and go through. And later, related with the industrial process, the focus in environmental impact is in the wet process mills. Okay, here in the wet process mills, you are using more water, more energy, and hazardous chemicals. Well, in this supply chain that I was creating for you, you can see on blue, in a blue circle, where are used these wet process that are in the finishing dyeing and finishing factories, and later could be this wet process too in other parts of the supply chains. And in this time, I was writing to you over this supply chain in yellow color. Sometimes could be wet process in fiber, in the yarn production, or in the end garment. And later there are another thing that is really easy to do, that is use renewable resources, like with some circular economic criteria, and be efficient in the consumption. And here is open again a big different opportunities and areas as eco shop, zero waste logistics centers, and so on. Just a few strategies for brands. What is a basic design with the best raw materials to have traceability of the supply chain and the supply chain control? And this means product security, based sometimes in restricted substances list, environmental impacts that are, as I was telling now, in the wet process mill, social impacts that are when there is a lot of people working in some facilities, and later the raw materials. And later for industrials is completely opposite. As I was saying to you, the focus is completely opposite than the brands. And in industry, we should care about have all the technical control in all the processes, water and energy efficiency, control of all the raw materials that we are using, and focus on chemicals. Here we are connected with brands in the importance of the chemicals, use of best available techniques, and later all the normal things like waste, wastewater, emissions, and so on. And of course, all the technical issues regarding with safe and security. Okay, all the social issues are really important, and sometimes are connecting too with the environmental ones. So, well, I wanted just to do that clip. And later some examples. Well, in the same supply chain that I was writing, like an example, in raw material, we have a new develops with, for example, from waste of the harvesting, like piñates, they use the rest of the leaf in the pineapple harvest to create some new product that is similar than the well, it is used to substitute some natural resources coming from animals. Later, I was putting there some yarn made from hemp. Hemp is much more better than cotton, because they need less water, less pesticides, and so on. Later, the standard that I think that the most of the people about recycle, the GRS standard from Textile Exchange. And later, the potential of the create industrial symbiosis. Sometimes the waste from some yarn facility could be used to create a new product, maybe in other sector. For example, in the yarn facilities, it's really common to have some waste that is like a dusty, it's like a dust. It's like anything you cannot do. It is not a fiber, it is a dust when you are doing all the yarn process. And with this dust, you cannot do anything in the textile sector. But with this dust, you could use like a composite to create maybe some furnitures or whatever. Later, another thing that is you can use in all the steps are the renewable energies. And later, I write there some initiatives that you can go through, like Genealogia, to have enough garment without use water and acids. This is made by some laser. In the process of finishing and dyeing, they are dyeing based on natural pigments, dyeing on zero water dyeing, and many developed here too. And later there are new initiatives like to use old garments and old raw materials like textile waste to create again new fibers based on cellulose, like cotton and cellulosic fibers, to create again new fibers through chemical recycle. So there are many opportunities in the circular economy and many solutions. Sometimes it's necessary to go to the past to catch some of them, because sometimes are doing by in the past. If you're going through, you can find some of them. Others is necessary to open the technology and to open the innovation to catch it. But this is something that was arriving to be. I think that the day by day we are going through, and we are not going to do a back in this process of change. Just it is not only like something to care the environment. Sometimes are economical issues inside. Nowadays, the ESG criteria and investors criteria related with sustainability day by day are more strong. The legislation go through, and the international goals related to climate change and others are going in this way. And it is possible to see and to feel that day by day there are more activist consumers that somehow they wanted to buy something that represent them, to don't have any bad assessment in the environment, and to not create anything bad in the world, and the opposite, to create something good and regenerative and so on. And well, thank you very much. I didn't have too many time, just only wanted to show all these things. Anna, I don't know if it was clear enough, and if somebody has some question, I am here open to try to answer.
Great, thank you, David. Yes, I think it was very clear and very interesting to see the opportunities that the circular economy brings us. And
sorry, because I was
thank you.
asked, but it was not too many times, so it was the way.
Okay, thanks, David. So now David has given us a let's say the theory on how it works and the opportunities, and now we will see two real cases, two businesses that are working well, that are working on this with this circular economy approach. So we will start with Mr. Dongseon Lee from ideate. So he's one of the co-founders of ideate, a company that is manufacturing sneakers with sustainable materials. So Dong, the screen is yours. Maybe I would just please ask you to be as fast as possible, because we are a bit late. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Nice to see you. It's a really pleasure to be here today. My name is Dong-seon, designer and co-founder of brand Ideate with Juliana. And okay, I will share my presentation.
Okay, we cannot see it yet. I think I'm hearing a baby.
Okay.
The cry. It's just
It's
maybe
mine.
I mean
Yeah.
maybe
It's mine.
can
Yeah,
you
this is mine.
mute
Okay.
your mic,
Yeah.
Ameni?
Or maybe I can start.
Can you
Thanks.
see my presentation?
Not yet. One sec. Yes, now.
Okay, so
Maybe
yeah.
you can make it full screen. I don't know
Okay.
if it's
Moment.
possible.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Ideate is a sustainable and cruelty-free and unisex fashion shoes brand. Ideate was born in 2020 by Dongsun. It's me as a designer and co-founder, and Juliana as a brand manager co-founder. When we started to think about this project, we wanted to have a coherent process also from the name of the brand. Ideate means sustainable identity. Our logo means circular economy, sustainable recycling. As you can see, we use the infinity the logo. And we thought we thought three important points for our project. First, material, and second, work process. Third, give a message to the people. Sorry, just I have already problem. Okay, first, regarding the material, we wanted use the innovative and the sustainable materials. And for the material, we thought it's really important to have also naphtha from the production to not waste the CO2, and then durable to make a shoes and give a nice look. And we mainly use the three materials from apple skin and pineapple leaves and grape skins from the industrial waste. The pineapple leaves made by one of a Spanish company, and then apple skin made by Italian, and also grape material made by Italian suppliers. We concepted to use these materials all in the European materials because our production is in Italy. So we didn't want to waste too much CO2 while during this traveling our materials. And second point, the work process. Work process means from material to collecting from materials and to delivery. So we are using materials near our production and making a made in Italy. Also, we are using one of our partner, the delivery partner is the GLS. They are using the recycling materials and then also are using the electric car to deliver in the city. And the third point, to give a message to the people. Think about the sustainability. It's not just up to some people. It's time to start from everybody. Even though from small things you can start. That's why we put the seed bombs inside of our shoes box. Shoes box is also made by recycled materials, and then also you can recycle again. And these seed bombs we made by with the small in the small soils we put the seeds, and if you throw in your garden or in your city, you can after you the flowers comes out, and these flowers helps to bees. And lastly, I'm talking about the design. We in the beginning we started with the two designs. The first one name is Hana, and second one name is Duri. Means in English is Hana is one, Duri is two. This is all our also our philosophy. To start to think about the sustainability, you can start by one step and two step. It's not you don't need to start with big things. So this is also the we wanted to put the name to give the message. Yes, that's it.
Thank you, Dong. Thank you for presenting Ideate. I think it's. I mean, you've clearly, or you're tackling environmental aspects at different life cycle stage, from production to distribution and so on. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for
Thank you very much
for your
inviting
participation
today. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks. So let's go now with Ameni Mansouri from Dabshai. I hope I pronounce it well. So
Dabshi.
Dabshi, pardon, avec la prononciation française, oui, c'est vrai. Okay, so the screen is yours, Ameni.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Yeah, my name is Ameni. I'm from Tunisia, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Dabshi. Dabshi is a Tunisian word, and it means my stuff or my clothes, because we are making from every closet a fashion store. Why is that? Because powerful transformation of the modern closet is happening today. People are in fashion. People are changing their behaviors. They're increasingly shopping more ethically and based on their values and beliefs. 59% of consumers are expecting retailers to create clothes sustainably, and 40% no longer buy with intent to keep. So we are experiencing a societal shift toward less ownership. Uber did it with cars, Airbnb with houses, and even in fashion, this has created the birth of a new promising concept, which is the circular fashion. It means people today are recycling, reusing, and repurposing their wardrobes to extend the life cycle of their clothing. Personally, I studied in France, and I used to use online platforms to revamp my wardrobe. And in Tunisia in 2016, I find out that the mindset has changed in my country too, and there are a lot of Facebook groups where people are buying and selling secondhand clothing, but without any protection for buyers and sellers. So that's why with my two co-founders, we've created Dabshi, which is a peer-to-peer online marketplace for secondhand fashion. We are enabling women to buy and sell clothing inside a friendly community. We have a website, we have mobile apps, and we are offering them the security of the whole transaction. They have a dedicated customer service, a door-to-door delivery system, and it's important to know that we've been the first in the market to initiate the C2C delivery system with a trusted third party in Tunisia. So our customer is typically a person who is looking for an extra cash or to buy items at discount prices, or women working from home and owning their own businesses with Dabshi to have a stable income. So this has seduced more than 500,000 registered users. They listed more than 1 million items. It means right now, every 40 seconds, an item is added to Dabshi, and they also spent more than $1 million on the platform. We started in Tunisia. 1 year later, we expanded in Morocco and Algeria with free platforms. We launched Dabshi Kids, we launched Dabshi Luxury too, and now we are preparing our expansion to Egypt. And our ambition is really to become #1 in the region as a fashion marketplace. We knew it from the beginning, circular economy is the future. Today, there are more second-hand shoppers than ever before. Last year, for example, 64% of women bought or now are willing to buy second-hand products. So the resale market is growing in the MENA, in the world, and in the MENA, and it's estimated to reach $164 billion by 2028, and it will overtake the fast fashion market in the next 10 years. So that's why we are today empowering women to create their own businesses online through fashion and sustainability. Thank you. That's it for me.
Thank you, Ameni. Thank you for explaining and your business. I think it's very interesting, and it's good to see an example or a business, how a business can tackle the consumption of clothes, how it's a way to really extend the life of the clothes, of the products, the materials. And I think we have to keep in mind that circularity involves companies, manufacturers, but also consumers. So
Definitely.
I think it's a very good example, and I would like to thank you for being today with us.
Thank you for your invitation, and thank you for this very important subject. And I know we all know that really circular fashion is really the future.
Great, thank you, Ameni. So we will go now to the last part and the most important, maybe in terms of explaining you how can you benefit from the services and the support we can provide you to develop your business, to support businesses such as Ideate or Dapchi or other businesses or entrepreneurs that are proposing new businesses opportunities. So we are now waiting for Christelle Khalil from Veritech.
Hi, Anna. How are
Hi,
you?
Christelle. I'm good. How are you?
Fine.
So Christelle is the projects lab director at Veritech, the Lebanese partner of the project, and they are, let's say, the coordinator of all the activities on green business development. So, Christelle, you can go ahead and explain what services and what support can we provide.
Yes, sure. So first, I would like to thank all the experts and speakers for presenting the inspirational ideas and models. And as we can see, so we have a lot of opportunities to really innovate in the textile, fashion, or clothing sectors in the Mediterranean. And thanks to the Stand Up project funded by the NECBC, we can make those projects happen. So I'm going to be sharing my screen.
Okay.
To explain about Anna, can you share my presentation? I can't.
Maybe not me. We are doing it. Vincenzo is doing it. So
Yes,
just
please.
a couple
Because
of seconds.
I can't seem to share my PowerPoint.
Okay, don't worry. Just 1 minute and we will have it here.
So basically, so Veritech will be the role of Veritech in the Stand Up project will be basically to organize the training and the support services to eco-innovative textile and clothing entrepreneurs in the Mediterranean. So basically now we're gonna, okay. So I'm gonna give you a few insights about the target and the impact we wish to create for the Mediterranean region throughout the Stand Up project, and thanks to all the partners who are part of the project. So we have 5 Mediterranean countries. So we will be basically training and supporting entrepreneurs in Spain, Lebanon, Tunisia, Egypt, and Italy. We aim to recruit 200 entrepreneurs and to support them in developing their green business model canvas and support them in the validation of their ventures in the market, thanks to specific tools and methodologies that are offered by the Stand Up project. We will be then helping 20 entrepreneurs on the level of incubation. We will be basically selecting 20 entrepreneurs to work with them on the development of their green business plan and providing them technical assistance that is related to the industry expertise needed. On top of eco-design support to help them basically build green business model and consider the environmental impact in their project. We also are going to support 50 entrepreneurs from the region through access to finance on the level of investment readiness trainings and capacity building. And we are going to leverage on partners network to basically do matchmaking and linkages with investors from the region. So to try to connect them with investment and funding opportunities to fund their ventures. We will also select 20 ventures to grow their market share and access international market via soft landing voucher. And here it's basically to connect them with potential partners, customers, industry players to help and develop their go-to-market strategies and basically have concrete opportunities. So what are the activities that we are going to run basically to achieve those impacts, okay, on the level of the Mediterranean? So again, our aim is to form a circular textile ecosystem, and I'm very happy with this project because I think the most interesting thing that we need to leverage on is the network in this sector and explore really new business models, new methodologies to develop product, technologies, raw material, and so on, while considering positive impact on the environment. So what we are going to do as activities, we are going to work a lot on the level of outreach and events to build this community and this ecosystem. And here I refer, for example, to the webinars that we are going to do, such as this one, the communication campaigns, the targeted outreach, to recruit basically and onboard the stakeholders of the textile industries and make sure we use an integrated approach where academia people talk with industry player, entrepreneurs have exposure and access to the opportunities and challenges in the industry to suggest the related solution, attract investors and multiple stakeholders to form and grow this community of support and expertise. Then we will work a lot on the level of capacity building and incubation. Basically here, I would like to highlight the SwitchMed methodology. So I would like to say that thanks to this project, there are experts who are going to be trained and basically connected with the entrepreneurs to provide access to a platform and tools that will help them use eco-design and tools and integrate the green methodology throughout all their strategies, business model, and product and service development. So here we're going to basically provide mentoring, training, customized follow-up, and the most important is technical assistance on the level of textile expertise and know-how. We are going to select also projects that will benefit from eco-innovation vouchers to develop and prototype their solutions, and also to register their intellectual property projects. So there will be also technical support and financial support on that level. We will do, like I said, we will work a lot on the investment readiness pillar to make sure we connect our entrepreneurs and basically innovators with market and investment opportunities. And finally, we are going to make sure to leverage on our regional Mediterranean network and really provide concrete business opportunities matching demand and offer to form B2B partnerships, potential expansion to external markets. So I really invite you to be part of this ecosystem. I look forward to growing it with you. I'm very happy to say that now basically we're having the call for application. that is currently running. So this is for our Stand Up Growing Innovation program, where we are going to recruit eco-innovation entrepreneurs to onboard them in the support track and provide them with all the support that I was mentioning about. So, and here I talk again in the fashion, textile, and clothing industries, considering, of course, the circular economy principles. What's going to happen? So now we're in the middle of the outreach and the selection of the entrepreneurs. We are going, so I invite you, I will be sharing at the end the websites when you can find the information. We are going to select 40 entrepreneurs in each country, okay, to start with the green capacity building of the project. The green capacity building, it will be a 2-month support. And then we will be selecting basically 4 projects in each country to help them for developing their green business plan, providing them technology, technical assistance, connections with the partners, and connections with also investors. So here it will be more in-depth support, helping them develop their venture and running them successfully in the market. And the 4th phase of the project will be basically selecting 10 projects per country to benefit from access to finance support and investment readiness, and 4 projects to benefit from access to market vouchers and soft lending to access basically other countries and other markets from the Mediterranean. Now, who can apply? This is the most important part. So this project basically targets young entrepreneurs at the idea stage. So if you are an entrepreneur having interested in those sectors and considering environmental positive impact part of your business model, we invite you to apply for sure. If you're a researcher or a university student working on a certain technology, innovation, and research, and wanting really to develop it into a startup, also we invite you to apply. And if you are an SME, okay, or working in an industry or a corporate, and you have basically a project that you aim to develop inside your organization and spin it off as a separate entity, okay, we encourage you as well to apply. So we will be having a mix of entrepreneurs, researchers, industrialists working on innovative and growing projects. And we are going to leverage on the experience also to create collaboration between the beneficiaries, not only in Lebanon, but in the 5 countries that I mentioned. On the level of criteria, so how we are going to select, basically, we are interested in innovation. So innovation can be product, service, technology, a new way of reusing and having a new kind of raw material that is environmental friendly, a new process, a new business model, technology, and so on. So innovation is key. Circular and eco impact for sure. So how much my venture is creating positive impact or is using best practices in the environment to run or grow the venture. And definitely here we should be able to measure the impact we are creating. The team, for sure, the team for me, it's number 1 in any venture. So the expertise, the commitment, the drive, really, it's very important. And finally, the economic viability and scalability. So we care about ideas that can scale on a local and regional level while having sustainable revenue generation models. So if you're interested, and I'm sure you are, I'm sure there are many interested in this sector because it's new, and when we combine it with the environmental impact, it's really interesting to see how we can reuse material, use new processes, and really build on the circular economy to innovate in this sector. So here you will find, so after the webinar, we will be sharing with you this presentation, and you can find in each country, okay, the link where you can check the local information, the local deadlines, and apply. So again, I'm talking about Egypt, Italy, Lebanon, Tunisia, and Spain. So, and these are our partners. Myself and my colleague Tala are the contact persons for this work package. So that is responsible again for supporting eco entrepreneurs in the textile sector. So feel free to reach out, and we will direct you and answer the questions that you have, or direct you to the local partners. To the local partners in each country. So from my end, I finished my presentation. Now it's time to meet the partners who are part of this project and looking forward to supporting you each in their own countries. So I'm going to start with inviting Egypt. So I'm going to invite each partner to present themselves. So we'll start with Sekam from Egypt.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Eunice from NatureTex and the Secam Development Foundation in Egypt. And NatureTex is an organic and biodynamic cotton cultivation and GOTS certified manufacturing company. And we are inviting entrepreneurs in Egypt that have new and innovative ideas for the whole textile production chain as well.
Thank you. Now, Italy with Prato Textile Foundation. Filippo. Hello, Filippo.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you, Crystal, for the very detailed explanation of the contents of the activities we are going to launch. So good afternoon to everyone. My name is Filippo Guarini. I'm the director of the Prato Textile Museum in Italy. We are partner of the Stand Up project, and we are one of the major European institutions dedicated to the study and the promotion of ancient and contemporary textile and fashions. In the recent years, the museum has been has joined several European projects for the enhancement of the textile heritage, boosting the creative interpretation of textile archives and supporting the development of circular economy and sustainability issues in the fashion and textile sector. So with these goals, as partner of the project, we are going to coordinate the activities of the capacity building program in Italy. And I'm here to strongly invite all the interested Italian audience to join this powerful opportunity the project offers by applying to the call for entrepreneurship that is already available and open on the museum website, which is can be found at the website www.museodeltessuto.it. So thank you very much, and I'm here also for further inquiries or requests if needed. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you, Filippo. And now Tala from Lebanon, Beritech.
Hi, Christelle. Hi, everyone. So my name is Tala, and I'm the programs manager of the Stand-Up project, Beritech. So Beritech is an incubator and accelerator that supports entrepreneurs and help them develop their businesses in different sectors. And we do that through the business support services that we provide, through our support in the offices and the facilities, and the programs that we create that are funded by international donors, and through the funding advice that we do. We have already started launching and calling for applications for the Stand-Up project. The deadline is on March 19 in Lebanon. So if you're interested to apply, I will be sharing a link right now in the comments box. Feel free to go into it and apply before March 19. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.
And now I would like to invite our partners from Tunis.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good
hello.
evening.
You are muted.
Okay, thank you. My name is Manal Ben Saida. I'm the local project manager of Stand Up. I have been working as a textile engineering in the CITEX Textile Technical Center for 12 years. I participate as a coordinator and technical expert in several environmental projects, such as test 1 and 2, SysTextNet, PPT, and other projects. I'm proud to be with you and to participate in this project as a coordinator and expert. And I wish to do our best from the textile circular economy and for Tunisian entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And now Spain.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Monse. I'm the project coordinator from Textile, one of the most important textile associations in Spain. And our organization is participating on a stand-up as a partner in Spain, providing our knowledge and experience in the textile and clothing sector. In this project, Texford, acting as an expert on textiles and clothing, sustainability, innovation and training, and working very close with the rest of the partners, experts and mentors, we will help you to become real your ideas, initiatives and projects. As an association, you have to take into account that Texford has a broad network in the textile industry that can help you to develop your initiatives, bringing their experience to the applicants. We have more than 400 companies associated. And finally, acting as a lobby, we will work to influence and create new policies to support the eco-innovative textile industry and clothing ventures. And just to finish, espero que os seduzca nuestro proyecto, ya que os ofrece la posibilidad de desarrollar vuestra idea de negocio con la ayuda de expertos de todos los ámbitos y hacer realidad vuestros sueños. Espero vuestras convocatorias bien pronto. Gracias. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. I'm finished.
Thanks, Monse, and thank you all for presenting yourself, for explaining a bit the organizations, who you are, and so on. And well, just to let you know that in Tunisia, there's also the Center for CITED, another Tunisian center, and they are working together with Manel and CETEX on these activities and on the current call for entrepreneurs to be part of this training on to develop your green business model. So maybe we can go now. I don't know if there's any question that if there's any question in the chat that we can maybe try to answer now. Now that we have all the partners and colleagues here connected. Okay, I'm just having a quick look to the chat, and well, I think there are no specific questions. If I'm not wrong, or maybe Vincenzo, you are in the backstage. Maybe you can let me know. Okay, here is one for Christelle and Tala. So the question is, what kind of fabric waste management ideas are you willing to support, tech, non-tech?
I would say innovation is part of it. So it can be on the level of the technology, but also it can be on the level of a new business model, new approach, new kind of raw material, new models, new mechanism. What kind of fabric waste? I mean, it depends on the project. So no, as long as it's addressing textile and has an environmental impact part of the model, or at least doesn't impact negatively the environment, as long as it's innovative, it's eligible.
Okay, thanks, Christelle. I think this is a question that, or an answer that could be, let's say, replicated to the rest of the countries. I think we are not, let's say, we are not putting limits or restrictions in terms of technological or not technological solutions. What we are open to support entrepreneurs, startup companies that work on a new business model or new technologies, new products. It can be an app, as the case of Dabshi. It can be a company producing clothes using alternative materials. It can be, I mean, we are open, and we will support you all, and we will try to find the experts that can and bring you their expertise to support your business projects. Okay, I think there's another question, maybe this time for Manel. Okay, so the question to Manel is, what kind of technical and financial support, I guess, will you provide in Tunisia?
It will be the same support in each country, training support for the entrepreneurs, financial also for the same and other entrepreneurs for the other calls, and for the SME it will be the support, the technical support, the financial support also with their green business plan, and other support. It makes special in each project.
Thanks, Manal. Just to complement information, I mean, there will be in general support with the training, with support from a mentor, external expert, but also there will be available vouchers for you, for instance, to support you in your access to market activities, and also later this year of next year, we will be having launching eco-innovation vouchers to support the development of innovative solutions. So I would like to invite you to visit the partners website where you will find information. Also, if you type in the Google search a stand-up project, any CBC Med, you will have the website. You will find the website of the project with a summary of the objective and so on. And of course, you can contact any of us, I think, to get to know all the details about the potential benefits.
Yes, of course, it can be more easy to contact me directly, and I will answer directly all the entrepreneurs and the concerned.
Perfect. Thanks, Manel.
Thank you.
Okay, I think there's another question. So the idea that we should propose should have a future or long-term plan.
Yes.
Christelle, Montse?
Yes, for sure. I mean, you have to think long term. So what will you do now? But you have to have a long-term vision and envision your venture at least for the 3 to 5 years to come. Of course, you will be adapting along the way. like we saw in how all the businesses adapted during the COVID context, for example. No one projected that, but at least you have to have a long-term vision where you want to reach, what you want to develop, and you start piloting. You start piloting now your idea to develop it in the right way with the support that we can provide.
Thanks, Christelle. I think there's any other question now, so we can just let's say close this session. And as I was mentioning, well, you have here at the bottom the website. And I hope that if you've had any doubt, you could note down the email addresses and the names of the colleagues so that you can, if needed, email them. And well, hope that that we've been able to solve any doubt you've got on the call, and to know more about how can we support you and how can Stand Up help you in your business project. And thank you also all the speakers, all the partners and colleagues that have been with us this afternoon. And that's it. I think we can just say goodbye and see you soon.
Ciao, and good luck for everyone. Bye. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
See you soon. We will wait for you.